Hey, gentlemen, we are live on YouTube, Twitter. How's it going, everybody out there? It's another Swan Lounge. Swan Lounge. This is our show where we just do it whenever we feel like it. We just feel like hanging out, talking to you guys, chatting. And today we have a theme. We're going to talk about Michael Saylor. This is Michael Saylor week at Swan Bitcoin. We have a meme contest that we're going to talk about today and see who ended up in the victorious in the Michael Saylor meme thread. We had tons of submissions, and we have a hype video to debut that was produced and created by our creative director, Brekkie von Bitcoin. What's up, Brekkie?
With help from you and help from Reed, and lots of good feedback from the team. Sorry, I'm sharing the link for this video far and wide because everyone needs to come and join us. You already beat me to it. Good team.
All right. So, all right. Should we just start off with the meme contest, guys? Anybody feel inspired to share some words about how you feel about Michael Saylor?
No, let's jump into it. We can do that later if we're still on. Let's just get to the juice, man. I just want the world to see what's been done.
Let me get rid of this graphic thing here. Okay, so Brekkie, why don't you go ahead and narrate and take us through here, and I'll drive on the screen share.
Sure thing. So what we have here is the lovely Michael Saylor, of course, surrounded by some cyber hornets, which were created by none other than the gentleman you see in the video who you've never met before. His name is RDBTC. He's an incredible memer. Brady, I can't narrate if you don't scroll, my man.
Well, okay. First, we got to say this is for 1 million sats. All right, this is 1 million sats. I thought we should do that. Get that out there. So should we just reveal the winner?
I think we go through some runners up. No? All
right. Let's go through some runners up. I'll stop on a few that have like quite a few likes, right? So we have here, you don't always most interesting man in the world. I think that's okay. First we got to say this is for 1 million sats.
Is somebody watching the stream while on the stream?
I think so. Let's see. Here we go. Let's find another one. Oh, here we go.
That's a good one.
This is a famous picture of Jeff Bezos using the door as his table, as his desk, and all that. So I think they actually still use that as a tradition to this day in Amazon. Low time preference stacking, low time preference savings technology.
Oh, wait.
Publord.hodl. I'd be afraid to risk 425 million on Bitcoin. That's why no one will remember your name. And you know what? I think. Oh yeah, here you go. We have the man himself. This is the original Cyber Hornet. It's become sort of the canonical Cyber Hornet illustration by Mr. Draycott. Is this building off of some other work, or is this an original? 100% original.
No, I grabbed some images and just like changed the colors and just tweaked it a little bit. Yeah, no, just as soon as I heard Cyber Hornet mentioned, I was like, I've got to go and make something straight away. I've got to do it now, and that was what I came up with. Yeah,
you got to be the first mover advantage.
Yeah, let's talk about those photos real quick. Go back up. Okay. No, down slightly.
These?
Yeah. Are these real photos, or did someone Photoshop? Like, was he at the same party with the same woman?
I think that's some Photoshopping.
Is it? Okay.
I think so. Some good Photoshopping, though.
Yeah, because I enjoyed that one. You versus the guy.
Maybe not. I mean, yes. It is two different pictures of this woman. Who is this woman?
They could have been the same party. It could have been on Michael's yacht down in Miami. Who knows?
I think you're right. All right, you've got the classic take here. Mm-hmm. All of the influencers who were enjoying the spotlight, the love on Bitcoin Twitter, subsumed by the Giga Chad.
See, we had and still have American Hodl. He came onto the scene very brash and talking about all the sats he's stacking. then we got Michael Saylor, who just comes and blows American Hodl out of the water. That's what you got to do.
That's how you do it. Well, we have a runner-up that gets into that exact idea. Looks like Ryan made another one.
I made a ton of them.
Portnoy.
He's so memeable. Michael Saylor is so memeable.
Probably goes against the rules of the contest, but if you added up all of Ryan's likes, he probably did win.
That is true. That is true. Here is I think the runner-up by Greg. Greg Jaj. It's hard to say, Greg. American Hodl stacking sets on Cash App. Chad Saylor, PTJ. And the reason this is so funny is, one, it's just funny on face, but this is so American Hodl. Right? So American Hodl. Like, it's kind of perfect. Looking for some more with a lot of likes. There we go. Oh yeah, this is pretty good.
Yeah.
I do love memes where there's something to be said for really good photoshopping, and then there's something else to be said for really bad on purpose photoshopping, just slapping the photo on top.
Yeah.
Something good.
Yeah. People love shitty memes. They love shitty memes. I don't know why.
Yeah,
they just love shitty memes.
Even when you say shitty meme, though, it's probably a really good idea, just not visually as good as it could be.
Yeah. I can spend hours making a meme, and it hardly get any likes, and then I'll put one together in 30 seconds, and it'll just go viral. It's just, you just never know.
Yeah, man, this is great. Just poster right over the top. Pub Lord's been putting out some good stuff.
Yeah, brilliant.
The Bitcoin Giga Chad.
Nice.
Where did Giga Chad come from? I don't remember. Oh wait, that one's a good one. Click on the.
I'm pretty sure that was from that week's TFTC. I saw it in the notes, the show notes first, and then I think Marty said Giga Chad.
It's kind of a if you're not sure where a meme came from and you need to take a guess, just guess TFTC. It's usually
yeah. That's where I first heard it. They may have picked it up and amplified it, but
Greg.
This is my personal favorite.
As a fan of Mad Men as well, I fucking love it.
So, what's that?
Oh yeah, there's some good. So Portnoy was, enjoying a couple of weeks of Bitcoin Twitter gossip at the time this came out. So I think there's lots of Saylor versus Portnoy stuff.
Oh yeah.
Man, there's so many got submitted. This guy's an inspiration.
We got a lot.
So he's on tomorrow, yeah?
What's that?
Michael Saylor's on tomorrow, yeah?
Yeah, he's on Swan Signal Live tomorrow. We've got him with a big time macro analyst. Used to work at the Fed. She wrote a book called Fed Up.
Fantastic title. Just perfect.
Yeah. Yep. So we'll be talking macro with the two of them, and then we'll have Michael Saylor one-on-one to nerd out on some Bitcoin for the last half hour of the show. So yeah, this is the winner right here. 262 likes. This is a pretty complicated story going on here.
2014.
Does anyone know this?
It's from the Green Mile, I believe.
Yeah, it is.
All right, I did a little advanced Twitter search, and I don't know if it was said for the first time, but I know who wrote it for the first time on Twitter by searching for Michael Saylor and Giga Chad. It was September 15th, and it was our homeboy up in Seattle, Brian Lockhart, takes the cake for the earliest mention of Michael Saylor and Giga Chad on Twitter.
Brian Lockhart is fire on Twitter, man. He's got some, yeah.
Yeah, he's fantastic. If you guys don't know Brian, he's awesome. He used to do a lot of product stuff for Casa, and before that had a long tech career. But yeah, definitely follow Brian Lockhart on Twitter. The first mention of Giga Chad. Thank you for your contribution, even if you were just publicizing something that Marty said, possibly.
So here's the winner. 1 million sats goes to BTC Ember with about 10,000 emojis. So we'll track you down. And the sentimental runner-up, I think, is this one, at least on the Swan Squad. So shout out to Greg.
Shout out to everybody who participated. Hopefully,
shout out to Greg.
More memes to come. Dude, he's a meme machine. Like, every tweet he does is like, I'm in shock and awe every single time.
Yeah, he's brilliant. He's a great guy.
Here's another one of those, like, just shitty memes.
I love it.
Quality-wise. What is the app that's used to make that, Brekkie? These little, where it just kind of, you put a static image and it sort of tracks.
I use one called Video Shop, but the tracking is pretty bad. So if I really need to do it, I'll use Premiere. But
all right.
I think it's time to get a little hyped up. What do you fellas think?
It's time, guys. It's time. We can't sit on it forever. It's too good.
Yeah. Okay. So
Stacey Herbert in the chat. Hey, Stacey Herbert.
Of course, she comes in right when it actually matters. You know, all the 20 minutes of drivel, and she shows up just for the debut. Well, good. Thanks, Stacey. We're going to perform for you now.
It's good timing. All right. We gotten obviously inspired by Giga Chad and his just like dropping fire memes daily now on Twitter, poetic stuff and inspirational stuff. And he's going to be on the show tomorrow, like we just mentioned. That's 11 a.m. Pacific, 2 p.m. Eastern, right here on youtube.com/swansignal. So subscribe, turn on the notifications. That one's going to be a lot of fun. The chat should be hopping. So we made a hype video. Reed researched a bunch of the best clips, and Brekkie put this stuff together. So let's go ahead and roll it.
Yeah, it's a Michael Bay production, I think, right?
I think that's right.
Yeah. Kanye did the soundtrack. It's pretty solid.
First, I have a mega problem. And the mega problem is I have a lot of cash and I'm watching it melt away. Under a good year for the past decade, the monetary supply expands by 7 to 8%. That's my battery draining by 8% a year. That's a good year. And this is not a good year for us, right? This is a year where you can make the argument that the battery is going to drain 25%. What is the point of all this? What am I doing wrong? And of course the answer is you can't hold cash. And so we bought $425 million. Bitcoin is the best security and the most liquid security invented in the history of the world. This is already won, right? It's won. It's been tested. Hundreds of thousands, if not millions, of counterparties can trade and trust each other with real-time certainty that collateral has not been double pledged, rehypothecated, and there's no fraud. It's digital gold. It's at least 100 times better than gold. I think it's probably thousands of times better than gold. Bitcoin is the first perfected digital monetary network in the history of the world. It's never been done before. It's dominating everything that competes with it. There's no reason to believe it won't be 10 times bigger, then 100 times bigger, then 1,000 times bigger. The dominant player is going to take everything. Who are these people that's selling this to me? And I feel sorry for them. What are you going to buy that's better than what you're selling to me? I just pity them. I don't want to hear that you've got a new idea and you're upset over transaction fees and you would like to implement smart contracts and you're going to change everything. I don't want to hear that. I want to hear that you're going to defend the network to the death against someone that's going to break it or compromise it in any way, shape, or form. What I want is to see a bunch of Bitcoiners that will lay down in front of the tank in Tiananmen Square, fight to the bitter death against every well-intentioned engineer that wants to tinker with the thing. You have to defend the network to the death. It's a beautiful thing, probably the most beautiful achievement in the history of the world. We've invented something extraordinary. Don't F with the network.
There we go. Well done, sir. Well done, sir.
Good job, guys.
Hype you up, man.
Damn.
Amazing.
Got to hype you up.
I'm hyped.
Feeling hyped.
It's not the 30th time I've watched it, and I'm still hyped.
Yeah, I hear that, man. I hear that. Let's tweet this thing out.
Oh, let's get it out in the world. Let's do this.
All right.
Here we go. The hero we deserve. That's perfect. Do it.
Let's make sure I don't have any spelling mistakes here.
You know, in the spirit of meaning, though, we know they're just endearing, Brady.
That's
true. That's true. Okay. All right. Here we go. Bam.
It's out.
Out.
All right.
You got to start tagging Bitcoin Audible now.
Is the thumbnail "Don't F with the network"?
Yeah.
Yes.
It's uploading. It's still uploading.
All right. Well, once it's up, we'll throw the tweet
Brady,
URL.
What's up?
Put Stacey's message on screen.
Oh, definitely. Definitely.
There it goes. Is out. Is out.
And then put the next message in a few seconds. I love that. Actually, Stacey, will you adopt me? These are my parents, but I can use more parents.
All right. Well,
Retweeted.
Did you guys see this? This is great. Here, let me put this back on. Did you guys see this? This is the microstrategy.com official corporate website. Okay, and like you go to the homepage. Here's the homepage. Look at this left nav. Everything's just black and white. Bitcoin. Right here on the main left navigation of their corporate website. And then look at this. How GigaChat is that? The poetry. It's not just for Bitcoin Twitter. It is now official corporate messaging.
I have a goal for us, Brady. I want our hype video in that empty spot right there on the right.
Right here.
It's going to happen. Actually,
Yeah, I think you're right.
Signal will be there. But, we can
Michael, make it happen. Hey, Brekkie, you just got to post a screenshot with your thumbnail. Don't have with the network video here.
Oh, we're gonna do it.
And let's just get it out there and be like, hey, we got something better, something more inspiring for your investors.
Bobby Shell, GigaChat, this is only the beginning. You're right. You're very right.
Oh man, I love it. I love it. So good, so good. What else, guys? What do you guys want to hear Danielle and Michael talk about tomorrow? Let us know in the chat. I'd love to hear what you guys have to think too, Swan Squad, because I did some prep and I haven't asked for any input from you guys yet, so might as well just do it live, right?
I think first we need to send, make sure Michael Saylor watches that video, or for the first time have him watch it on air. Get like a reaction video for him first.
Once Danielle steps away, and it's just one.
Yeah. After the first hour, we do that for sure.
Close up with it.
Yep. You know, one thing, Brady, I actually wanted them to talk about, and I was trying to think of like areas of commonality. His framework for thinking about basically like the long bond and how it used to yield 5%, 10 years ago, and now it's down to 0.5% or lower, and how that essentially represents, 22% inflation for the last decade. I just wanted to get her reaction to thinking about like, okay, 2% official CPI or lower versus like 7% if you include healthcare and, education and all these other things, versus the way that, real people who are actually trying to retire, which is what investing in stocks and bonds and assets is really supposed to be for. It's so that you don't have to work. Like that's right. Capital and labor, right? I don't want to do the labor thing anymore. I want to just have my money work for me. Right. And, that is inflating away at 22%, and just kind of let them bat that around. Feels like that could go for a while.
Yes, it's a good one. It's a good one. Anything else?
I feel like we need a rap soundtrack at all times for this show, by the way. Just so you know,
just going in the background.
Just in the background, just something in the background. Yeah.
Yeah, just to hype things up a little bit.
Yeah,
I mean,
I
just
want to see Reed dancing more. I feel like he was just absolutely destroying Bree-Fit or whatever her name is. He was crushing her.
Ryan?
Oh man, I love Kanye West. 2, I actually have won 2 dance competitions in my life, both of which, however, were for worst dancer ever. It was like, best dancer, worst dancer. I entered worst dancer and won it. So
that's a baller, man.
There's an altcoin joke in there somewhere.
There's always an altcoin joke in there somewhere.
So true. So true. Oh man, Ryan, tell us a little bit about memeing. Like, what do you like about it? How do you approach it? Like, what's why do you spend your time memeing, man?
Because I can't do anything else. No, like I just listen to you guys all the time, and it's like inspirational. And then I just hear things, and I just go, I'll make a meme from that. Just things just spark memes, and yeah, it's just fun. It's just fun.
Right?
Like the people that like you interact with from it is, it's just all good fun. Like, so many people talk about how negative Twitter is, crypto Twitter, Bitcoin Twitter. Oh, it's so negative. I don't see any of that. I'm just having fun all the time. So yeah, I love it. I just love it.
I mean, do you think it has what do you think the value of it is, besides just being fun? Like, do you see it as having real impact on Bitcoin's like objective, I guess you could say, or however you would interpret Bitcoin's objective to be?
Yeah, so like those are the hardest memes. So like I want to try and make some memes that are like deep and meaningful, and try and convey the message, and I find those a lot harder. But yeah, like you listen to Max Kaiser and he loves the memes, and he's talking about how important they are, and yeah, I just think, well, I'll try and play my part, just get this message out. I think about Bitcoin all the time. Just, it takes up all my headspace, and I love it, and I just want to do something. I just want to do something that's gonna contribute, really, and hopefully people enjoy them, and yeah, it's making a difference, I hope.
The sad fact of the matter is that it's probably easier to get someone to look at some memes than it is to get them to pick up the Bitcoin Standard. So if you can get to them first with the memes, then we can bring in Parker Lewis and Saifedean and the heavy hitter. But we're the cheerleaders here. We're getting people excited, and then they go down the rabbit hole.
Oh yeah, and humor, man. Humor is really effective. I mean, it's very effective at getting across ideas. I mean, we all know that. So yeah, I mean, if we can, just beat the dollar down by just making fun of it in really hilarious ways, then that makes it, that definitely makes an impact. That's how you get the pop culture,
Plus, I mean, there's something really powerful there about humor, and you're right, because let's say you're at the dinner table with family, like they don't want to hear that their savings are evaporating and that the Fed is doing all this like really scary stuff, right? So you got to get them to laugh about it, and then maybe they take a second look and go, "Oh, this is actually serious." But first they laugh.
Yeah, I agree, man. It's the gateway. It's the gateway. Well, I mean, look at Burr. Burr meme went mainstream. Like I've heard it on mainstream media many times, and it's out there in the world.
Everyone understands it.
Yeah.
It started with Bitcoin Twitter, though, no? Or we just always assume that it did. I think, but
the first I saw it was the Burr tweet, that meme. So yeah, I mean, I think it did start on Bitcoin Twitter. I would not. I mean, yeah, as far as I know.
Is Skylar trolling us right now? Yes, he is. Okay, good man.
Hey, I've got something funny that just came in Gary Leland's BitBlock Boom chat, or BitBlock Boom, so that conference in Dallas. Brekkie, you remember that girl Erica that was running around at Crypto Springs last fall?
Yeah.
Miami Blockchain Center or whatever? She just posted a video of her playing drums at Michael Saylor's villa in Miami. And she says, I told him about Bitcoin this day and we definitely debated, but I'm glad he gets it now.
From a while ago.
If we owe this all to Erica and not to Raul and Pomp and all the Bitcoin podcasters, I will be very, very happy. That'd be hilarious.
I hope so.
By the way, it does look like a pretty sweet place. I guarantee it probably cost at least $100,000 back in the day. Like he always
And I'm telling you, all of his live streams are from the back of his yacht. All of them. That's the inside of a boat right there.
I agree. Totally looks like it, yeah.
Because he sold everything, or even his chairs, just to buy Bitcoin.
Cut his share ownership in half.
Pierre's got me thinking about like all my possessions. Like, is this a scam? Is this a scam? I'm pretty sure shoes are a scam. Living through the pandemic and being stuck at home and working from home, I've started wearing sandals or going barefoot pretty much the whole time. So I'm pretty sure that actual shoes are a scam. Chairs, maybe. I'm not sure.
I've had this pair of chakras that I'm wearing for at least 7 years. So,
nobody here's on the Croc team, are they?
Team Croc.
Three Crocs.
He is. Yeah, he is.
Yes, I am.
Dude,
They're amazing.
You need the bright orange ones, bro.
Love Crocs.
I'll say I don't have Crocs anymore, but these UFOs, I looked them up. They're the most comfortable slides I've ever worn in my entire life. They're made of foam. I'm not getting paid to shill this. I'm just telling you how comfy my feet are.
I'm happy for you, Brekkie.
I'll throw down for these new rubber Birkenstocks that they came out with. They're pretty solid.
Nice.
Yeah, they're just like, they're done seeding the market to Crocs. They're like, you know what? We can do cheap shit too. It's fine. Whatever.
Crocs are solid, man. They're low time preference shoes. They last for 7 years. All right, Skylar wants end of the year Bitcoin predictions. Bitcoin predictions are always fun. We've got 2.5 months left to go. A few episodes ago, Andy Estrom and Preston Fish were on, and Preston predicted all-time high by Christmas. So there's that.
I'm going with that.
Yeah, all-time high by Christmas.
Hey, look, when you're making predictions, either you got to go big or go home, because it's like 50. You're going to be right or you're going to be wrong. So hope that you're right, and then if you're wrong, just
Yeah, right. I mean,
I'm going with my boy, Jason Williams. All-time high by the end of the month.
By the end of this month?
Yeah.
I'll drink to that.
See, I have a sort of feeling it's going to be like 16K. Like, that's what I want it to be. But, like, I know that once it breaks 14K, it's going to be really quick to get to 20. Like, everyone is going to be piling in.
Everybody forgets that, like, when we hit all-time high, like, the period of time, it was like 3 weeks when it was, like, going crazy. Yeah. The rest of the time, no. So
3 weeks over 10K in 2017. That was it. And now we've been November 4th. It'll be 100 days. As long as we stay above 10,000, it'll be 100 days above 10K, closing above 10K, which is remarkable.
And by the way, Hodlanot is on a Twitter vacation right now, which actually means that the chances of the Hodlanot line actually holding, like, it's near certain, I think. Like,
he's not around to jinx it this time.
Yeah,
we really just should have, pooled a fund.
And just taken his phone back and, not let him have it back.
Just take like a 6-month vacation.
Yeah, Skylar, you're right. I agree. That's the last number to get through is 13.8. That was the monthly close on December 31st of 2017. It was also the high at the end of June 26th, if I believe, of 2019. That's the last resistance before all-time high.
Yeah.
Oh.
Dude, the Hodlonaut cats pushing the tank back. I was inspired, man.
I'm very proud of that.
So good. It's really good. Well, listen, there's no obligation to stay on forever, guys. I know we got a lot of stuff to do. The one on Friday, by the way, was wildly popular. It immediately cracked our top 10 of all-time videos. I think it's number 8 and climbing.
I think we got to get on this coming Friday and see if she can beat Max. See who's more popular.
That'll do it.
Well, you need to drop the C-bomb a bit more often. That's what it is.
Always the Brits telling us to use that word more often.
Okay, couple shills then. We got a free ebook for you guys. Go to event.swanbitcoin.com/freebook. There's the URL. You'll get a copy of Inventing Bitcoin by Jan Pritzker, and you can get it several formats, including audio, read by Guy Swan. And all we ask is that you pay it forward. You share the free book with at least 3 friends. We're trying to get some network effect going here. We'll share the book, and we will send them a couple emails about the safest way to stack Bitcoin with Swan. So, we're all working together to spread Bitcoin knowledge and spread a safe way to get your friends and family stacking. We can trust us with Bitcoin education, focus on that, or Bitcoin only, no distractions from altcoins. And, we're really just focused on the safest way to stack for 99.5% of people. Anybody who's not a professional trader, just regular recurring buys, and we automate that, make it as simple as possible, really low fees. So share the book, share the knowledge, and send your friends and family our way. We'll get them stacking. And we also have...
Hold up. Shout out to Skylar's girlfriend, Julie.
Hold on, Brady, go full screen on Brekkie. Go full screen on Brekkie. I want to see like a really...
Okay.
You got to move. That's fine. Yeah, just go to there you go. Impassioned.
Yo, Julie, what are you doing? Join us at Swan. Your boyfriend seems awesome. He's funny as hell. I can see why you're with him. And, if he loves Bitcoin, there's probably a reason. So give it a chance. Skylar, stop bothering about Bitcoin as much. I know you're really excited about it, but let her take her time. And Julie, you know what? We're here for you. You have questions. You want to join the Swan Force? You can join the Swan Force. But that's all I got. I've never done one of these before. Go back.
I think that qualifies.
Julie, yeah. Woo!
Yeah, started up here. Brekkie started so good.
I love it.
I don't have my coffee yet.
Come on, Julie. All right. Last reminder here. Tomorrow, big show. Head over to this page here, youtube.com/swansignal. Turn on a reminder. Make sure you're subscribed, notifications, all that jazz. It's going to be a lot of fun. We'll see you guys tomorrow. And we'll, I think, be back live, Fridays when we usually do these Swan Lounges. So I think we'll be hanging out Friday, talking the news, giving some hot takes, discussing your hot takes, putting it up on the screen and all that good stuff. So that's it. Swan Lounge out for now. Thanks for joining, everybody.
Can we end with one more? Can we end with playing it?
Yeah, I don't see
one more. Why not? Absolutely.
Let's do it. Here we go. We'll play it out here.
I have a mega problem. And the mega problem is I have a lot of cash and I'm watching it melt away. Under a good year for the past decade, the monetary supply expands by 7 to 8%. That's my battery draining by 8% a year. That's a good year. And this is not a good year for us, right? This is a year where you can make the argument that the battery is going to drain 25%. What is the point of all this? What am I doing wrong? And of course the answer is you can't hold cash. And so we bought $425 million. Bitcoin is the best security and the most liquid security invented in the history of the world. This is already won, right? It's won. It's been tested. Hundreds of thousands, if not millions, of counterparties can trade and trust each other with real-time certainty that collateral has not been double pledged, rehypothecated, and there's no fraud. It's digital gold. It's at least 100 times better than gold. I think it's probably
thousands of times better than gold.
Bitcoin is the first perfected digital monetary network in the history of the world. It's never been done before. It's dominating everything that competes with it. There's no reason to believe it won't be 10 times bigger, then 100 times bigger, then 1,000 times bigger. The dominant player is going to take everything. Who are these people that's selling this to me? And I feel sorry for them. What are you going to buy that's better than what you're selling to me? I just pity them. I don't want to hear that you've got a new idea and you're upset over transaction fees and you would like to implement smart contracts and you're going to change everything.
I don't want to hear that.
I want to hear that you're going to defend the network to the death against someone that's going to break it or compromise it in any way, shape, or form. What I want is to see a bunch of Bitcoiners that will lay down in front of the tank in Tiananmen Square, fight to the bitter death against every well-intentioned engineer that wants to tinker with the thing. You have to defend the network to the death. It's a beautiful thing, probably the most beautiful achievement in the history of the world. We've invented something extraordinary. Don't F with the network.